What's up everybody, it's RobinGaming here. So we've had 3 out of 4 previews now on the E3 2014 press conferences. I've talked about EA, Ubisoft, Microsoft, and now of course it's time to end off with Sony. Now this is hands down the press conference that I am looking forward to the most personally. I own a PlayStation 4, I can't wait to see what's next, and there's a few games that I know Sony is gonna bring out, that I'm already looking forward to quite a bit, with one in particular of course. Now, first of all, let me start off with saying that I think the great thing about this press conference is all the secrecy around it. That's really what gets me so excited about this. Microsoft for the past few weeks has been shouting everywhere they can that their E3 is going to be awesome, that they're going to show off a lot of great games, that they've got some cool announcements for the Xbox One, and I am sure of that, it's going to be awesome. But Sony at the same time hasn't said anything really. There's been a few things that leaked, about their press conference, and those things definitely seem very interesting, but they themselves, they haven't really said anything. And we know they have so many studios that are still working on PS4 games, and they haven't announced them, so I definitely think this is going to be the E3 where you will see why you need to buy a PlayStation 4 if you didn't have one already. We know, for example, as well that they're gonna pretty much stream their press conference at like what, hundreds of theaters or something in the US. Like, it's absolutely insane. It tells you that their press conference is gonna be epic. Now, before I get into the PS4, let me quickly start off talking a bit about the PS3 and the Vita. That's where a small part of their press conference will be about for sure, but at the same time I'm not expecting a huge focus on any of those two platforms. For the PS3, I'm not expecting any exclusive announcements or something, maybe a cool third-party game that's still coming out, but honestly I think they're just giving up their support on that platform. The people that own them, they're happy with them, and they'll probably announce something like a price drop for it, that you can now buy a PS3 for like 200 euros or dollars, or maybe 150 would be amazing, that you can play all these games that you might have missed out on if you didn't have one already, and that's going to be great, for the people who don't really care about having, the best console there is at the moment and stuff, that just want to play cool games that came out, recently. Then there will be the PS3 with probably a big price drop, which, makes you able to get it at a really small price. For the Vita, I'm also not expecting that much. I have a Vita, I own one, and I love it. I think it's a great device, but at the same time, you can already see that Sony sees that the handheld is just not doing too well for them, and that's a shame, because like I said, I love it, and I love especially playing those AAA titles on it, like Uncharted, Golden Abyss. I would like to see more of those, like Killzone Mercenary and Tearaway. I'm just not expecting it. Maybe we get one of those titles, like a new God of War on the Vita or something, would be amazing, but I, to be honest, just don't expect it really. Now, we saw the leaked bundle with the PS4 and the Vita, and Sony has already confirmed that one will be coming, so they'll announce it there, hopefully at a good price. I'd say around 500 or 550, and that would be, that would be amazing. Like, for those people who don't have a PS4 and a Vita, I definitely, recommend you to get it, because like I said, I do think the Vita is great. But of course, their press conference will largely be about the PS4, and they've sure got some good games that they will announce there. So first of all, we will get updates on the already announced games. Drive Club is coming out on the 7th of October. We'll see a new trailer there. It's gonna be awesome, but for me personally, I am not really into racing games. I don't really care too much about it. And of course, we will see the Order 1886. They announced that at last year's E3. The game is looking to be, to be great. It looks absolutely stunning. Like, the graphics are so good. We've seen this small, this small gameplay demo that they live streamed at their Twitch account, and man, the graphics are absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see a full 5-minute or 10-minute gameplay demo at the E3. I'm sure we'll get that. It's going to be awesome. The one thing I am really asking myself is this game going to be more than just a generic third-person shooter with very good graphics? Because I haven't really seen a reason yet, except for the graphics and the setting, why this is going to be an absolutely, super fun game to play or something. Like, what I'm seeing right now, it's just a pretty generic third-person shooter. Let's be honest about that. I just want to see more. See if they have some really cool features for the game that could make it a lot more interesting even. So the one game that we've already seen a lot of rumors about the past few weeks is Project Beast. Now, this is most likely going to be a new, new entry in the Souls franchise. Demon Souls, Dark Souls, this will be an entirely new one. And I haven't really talked about this, but I've already had the discussion with a few people where, I said that I wasn't really interested in it. And look, I've never said that the Souls games aren't great, like Demon Souls and Dark Souls, I know that they are awesome. Like, I own Demon Souls and I've played it for a couple of hours, 3 to 4 hours. I beat a few of the levels, but it wasn't really a game for me. I'm not hating hating on the game, please understand that. Like, I've had just a few people telling me that I shouldn't say any negative things about the game, but I'm not doing that. Like, I think the franchise is great, but it's just not something for me. So Project Beast, I know many people are looking forward to seeing a review. Hopefully we'll get that at E3, and I'm definitely interested in it, because I would definitely like to give, you know, a Souls game another chance, and maybe play it more so I can get, you know, really get into it, and maybe I'll end up, you know, enjoying it much more than I think I would right now. So then there's that whole slew of games that Sony could announce at E3, and I'm just gonna mention a few titles. Will we see a new God of War of Sony Santa Monica? Will we see maybe a new game from Quantic Dream, right? Like, they've made Beyond, they've made Heavy Rain, and we know they're working on a PS4 game as well. They showed off an awesome tech demo for PS4 last year. You know, are they ready to reveal their next big game? Who knows? Maybe they will. Sony Bend is working on a game. The ones who made, you know, a Siphon Filter and Uncharted Golden Abyss for the Vita. Like, they are also making a game for PS4, has been confirmed. What will that be? Will it be a next Siphon Filter, what is rumored right now? Will it be a completely new IP? We don't know. The Last Guardian, might that actually return at this point? Or Agent, you know, the games that we saw announced in 2009 that we still haven't heard about 5 years later. Like, might they finally make their comeback at this E3? That would be absolutely insane. It would blow people away, right? And furthermore, of course, there's the new Guerrilla IP or the new Media Molecule game. And although they said they won't be at E3 and won't be announcing anything, who knows? They might actually still surprise us, and actually, you know, they might have as well been lying, because the same happened for Twisted Metal back at E3 of 2011. So we're almost at the end, but what I also think Sony will be showing off is virtual reality. They've announced the headset at GDC, which was 3 months back. We need to see a price on that thing. We need to see a final design, and maybe, you know, like, if they could make it work, a demo or something that could showcase or show you, you know, what virtual reality actually is. And I know it's hard because it's something you need to experience for yourself. Maybe they could make it work in some way to at least get you a little excited, even though you didn't have like hands-on experience or something. PlayStation Now is going to be big, where you can stream all those great PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2 games on your PS4, on your Vita, on your TV. Like, it doesn't matter. You can just stream them to your devices. You know, I would like to see, you know, a final price for that as well, though we've had, you know, an indication with the beta and stuff. I mean, I just want to know more about it. I want to know if this thing is actually going to work, how it's doing right now, what games we can play, because then I might go back and play some of my PS3 games on the PS4. And finally, of course, the one game that Sony is going to show off and that I can't wait for. I've said it so many times now, talked about it ever since November, since the announcement, for 8 months now, Uncharted 4. It's gonna be awesome. I don't know what else I can really say about it anymore. I've made so many videos about it. You know how excited I am for that game. Naughty Dog is gonna show us what is rumored, a 3-minute, you know, full big trailer that will show a next-gen Nathan Drake. You know, a bit of gameplay is rumored to be in that trailer, and I mean, if that's going to be the case, that would be awesome. If we would see like a 5-minute demo and the big trailer, I'd be even more excited, right? It's all in all just going to be great. Like, Uncharted 4 is hands down my most anticipated game, and you know, to see a demo or a trailer or see, you know, what it's going to take place in and stuff, like, I just can't wait for it. I know we'll get a full, you know, we'll at least get a title reveal, we'll see the next gen Nathan Drake, and we'll see that it takes place in most likely some kind of tropical setting like Madagascar or somewhere in Africa, right? It's gonna be amazing. Like, the Sony press conference, I've said it in the beginning, there is so much reason to be excited for it. It's going to be insane, and of course I would like to know from you what game you in particular are excited for to see at this press conference. Is it Uncharted 4, Project Beast, or any of these really secret titles that, you know, we don't know yet if they will announce? So remember that on Sunday I'll be back and make one final update video on E3. Until on Monday, it's actually finally going to happen. It's gonna be awesome. I hope you will all, you know, check that video out on Sunday and then join me at the live stream of the Sony press conference on Monday as well, and check out all the great recap videos that I'll be doing that day. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be insane. I can't wait for it. This is the best time to be a gamer. Yeah, what more can I say, right? So with that being said, thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you again next time.